in the forest, dense forest, in their locations, we will be placing the sensors and military applications, defense application. It has n number of applications. If you take sensors, it has n number of applications, and it is endless nowadays because of IoT, artificial intelligence, machine learning, all these emerging technology. The base you see will be the device which is used to collect the data. Without the data, machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence is nothing. So in order to collect the data and know what is happening in the environment, in the real-time environment, we need sensors. So sensors is acting as a primary device which collect the data from the environment. It is called as feeling things. And shrinking things is nothing but I told about miniaturization. Miniaturization, we are not at all. If you want to do a task, for example, if you want to send an email, or if you want to check any emails, if you want to send any photos, if you want to share any information within your friends, obviously, first point of device which we are using is our mobile phones. So here, instead of taking our laptops, taking our PCs, going and sitting and doing all the work, we are not liking that today. So just we want everything in handy. So for that, nanotechnology plays a vital role, which has the ability to provide smaller things to interact and connect within the things or smart devices. In this case, in this, if you take sensors, if we have the sensor size is very big, we are not liking that based on the application. When you go, audience, unmute the mic, please. It is disturbing.
Bharath, unmute Bharath.
Okay. So when you take any sensor which is used in healthcare, whatever we are going to fit in a body, those days we were using normal watches. Nowadays we have an affinity towards smartwatches. What's the difference between a smartwatch and a normal watch? Smartwatch, again, miniaturization. Smartwatch, with smartwatch we can check our temperature, blood pressure, whatever with the inbuilt sensors which we have. So automatically the size of the device plays a vital role. That is called as shrinking things. For that we go with nanotechnology. And thinking things, what we will do, just we will be collecting the data by using the sensors. After that, what we are going to do with that data? Just collecting the data is not only a primary task. Again, we have to process it. We have to extract information from it. We have to analyze it. We have to predict it. All these, it depends on what application we are using. For example, in a dense forest, I told, if there is any sudden fire happening, that sensor should detect the fire and immediately it will be sending that data to the particular embedded devices, embedded system. That system is responsible to inform the fire person, forest personalities, that so and so place, location, the fire is happening. So kindly address it immediately. So we need a device which is intelligent to handle the data and also process it, and information should be given. That is called as embedded intelligence. So that device should have a capability of thinking. So that it is called as thinking devices. All these are combinedly called as Internet of Things. So embedded intelligence in devices through sensors has formed the network connection to the internet. It can make the things realizing the intelligent control. That sensor should know, for example, if you have a temperature sensor, for example, temperature sensor. If the temperature goes above 36 degrees, then that sensor should, we will be programming such that that sensor will be intimating to that sensor device, that is embedded device. Only sensor will not play a major role. Just it will detect what is the temperature. with the data that it will be embedded in the devices like the Arduino, Raspberry Pi, all the embedded system devices. That devices will check whether the temperature is above 36 degree or below 36 degree. Depending on that, it will act accordingly. If you take nowadays we are having smart ACs. Whenever we are coming from our work, if you want our AC to be on during summer, if our AC should be on 5 minutes prior you enter into the home, then automatically you can use the application and you will be uh, telling information that the AC should be on when I'm before 5 minutes when I'm reaching the home. So automatically by using GPS tracker, when we are about to reach home for 5 minutes, automatically our AC will be on so that our room will be very chill. So have you heard about the device called as Alexa? Most of the Amazon Alexas are coming. It will whatever instructions we are giving in the over voice, it will be converting that and it will be searching and it will be Alexa, switch on the light. Yes, it will switch on. Alexa, play a music which is melodious music. Automatically it will play a melodious music. Alexa, what is the latest news today? It will tell the news. So first it will convert our voice signal into digital and then it will analyze it and then it will respond accordingly. So that is also Internet of Things, an example of Internet of Things. So, Internet of Things, it is ultimate goal of Internet of Things is to automate the human life. That is why we go for Internet of Things. Everywhere we are speaking IoT, IoT, IoT. It is the ultimate goal is to automate the human life because nowadays we don't have time for spending all these things. So we go with the technology. So, what can an IoT do for healthcare? Now, till now, we have seen about normal IoT basics. So, now we will go with our topic, narrow down our topic. What can IoT do for healthcare? So, IoT enabled device have made a remote monitoring in the healthcare sector possible. Whenever we all know that obviously when we are admitted in the hospital or when we are in the home, we will be visiting the doctor. If we are sick, we will be visiting the doctor or we will be admitted in the hospital. So all the 24/7, the doctor is not available in the hospital and he is not seeing only one patient. So here the remote monitoring plays a important role where the doctor can monitor his patient's record remotely so that if there is any deviation in our health, automatically he will be addressing it. Remote monitoring of patient health helps in reducing the length of hospital stay. So, for example, we are having some critical issues, so that 2 days we are admitted in the hospital, and doctors say third day you can go home, and I will monitor you remotely. Yes, obviously, the number of days we are spending in the hospital can be reduced, and also it prevents the readmissions. IoT also have a major impact on reducing healthcare cost significantly and also improving treatment outcomes. Whenever we feel we are not well, immediately we can connect with our doctor and ask what is a precautionary measure I should take, doctor, for my health conditions. So IoT has applications in healthcare that benefit patients, families, physicians, hospitals, and insurance company. We will see one by one how it benefits. So first we will see IoT for patients. So device in the form of wearable like fitness band and other wirelessly connected device like blood pressure, heart rate monitoring cuffs, glucometer, etc. give patients access to personalized attention. So if these devices are available, automatically they will monitor us from remotely. And coming to IoT for physicians, by using wearable devices and other home monitoring equipment embedded with IoT, the doctors will be able to keep track of the patient health more effectively. He don't know whether we are good. How doctors know? The doctors are dealing more than 100 patients a day nowadays, and they don't have time to do that, and they don't have any family time. So in order to get rid of that, we go with, if we use IoT, then automatically he can address our issues remotely and more efficiently. Coming to IoT for hospitals, apart from the monitoring patient healthcare, there may be many other areas where IoT devices are very useful in hospital. If you take the IoT device tagged with sensor are used to tracking real-time location of medical equipments like wheelchairs, defibrillators, nebulizers, oxygen pump, and other monitoring equipments. For example, if a child is kept in NICU, a small kid nowadays, the kids who are given birth all obviously have some deficiency and other things. So they will be admitted in NICU. So the mother will be in one room and the child will be in NICU. The doctor will be in some other location. So for getting time to time status, obviously this IoT plays a vital role. Deployment of medical staff at a different location can also be analyzed at the real time. Coming to IoT for health insurance company, how this IoT will help the health insurance company? That is, there are numerous opportunities for health insurers with IoT connected intelligent device. So the health companies can also capture the data through the health monitoring devices for their underwriting and claim operations. So here, otherwise, we can get our claims in time. Otherwise, doctor has to sit and write all this history and stories of the patients. The so and so treatment has been given, and he has been underwent this operation, that operation. All these time-consuming job of the doctor can be reduced if you use IoT connected intelligent systems. So, connected device in healthcare, often referred to as Internet of Medical Things, IoT, which represent one of the fastest growing sensor of IoT market, and it is predicted to reach $176 billion by 2026. So, this much fastest growing technology and sector that is in IoT market based on healthcare is going to happen by 2026. This is about an intro, what to do with IoT in healthcare. Any doubts in this, whatever I have discussed till now? It's all very simple.
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
Okay. Next, IoT healthcare system architecture. What is basically the system architecture of IoT healthcare? That is, first is application platforms. We require sensors. As I told, the sensor plays a vital role of collecting the data. Next, that product infrastructure, whatever devices we need to be interconnected, that infrastructure is a major requirement. Then application platform. So application, what application we are going to use for what applications. Then analytics is also the next important architecture, which should be descriptive, diagnostic, event-based action, predictive actions. What kind of action to be taken whenever, for example, if a patient heartbeat rate is reducing, so automatically what diagnosis should be done immediately. So that is called as event-based action. Based on his health condition, what I have to do. And important thing is connectivity. Minimum requirement for IoT is 5G. So IoT healthcare system architecture in detail we will see. First one is product infrastructure, that is such as hardware and software component, read the sensor signals and display them to be through the dedicated device. Next is sensors. Sensor in IoT in healthcare has different varieties of sensors: pulse oximeter, electrocardiogram, thermometer, fluid level sensor, blood pressure meter that read the current patient situation data. Then connectivity, as I already told, IoT system should provide better connectivity using Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. That is 5G connectivity is important of devices or sensors from the microcontroller to server, vice versa, to read the data. Analytics, healthcare system analysis the data from the sensor and correlates to get healthy parameter of the patients on the basis of their analysis data. They can upgrade the patient health. Then application platform, that is the application where we use for monitoring the data from the device. So IoT system access information to healthcare professionals on their monitor device for all the patients with all the details. If they enter the patient name, they should be able to get all the data of a particular patient. So a model architecture diagram for remote patient monitoring system. In this diagram, if you see, we have three different modules. So first is sensing module, second is network module, third is application module. In the sensing module, if you see, first we have a patient fitted with a sensor. Whatever information, what type of sensor which is fitted, that data will be collected by the sensor and given to the microcontroller unit. And then via Bluetooth, that data will be stored in the cloud or data collection application. Then it will be given to the gateway, to the network module. Through the gateway, it will be connected for simple storage. If the data is very minimum, we will use simple storage. And then if the data is requires much storage, then we go for cloud devices. And then we will be connecting that data to the processing module where the control signals are given, and the processing module will check, as I told, whether heartbeat is proper, blood pressure is proper, temperature is proper, what are the important parameters of our body, that all the exact parameters will be programmed already and kept. It will check whether the value exceeds or it is reduced. Both the cases it will verify, it will process, and then it will be given to the relational data storage, and there you can send a request and response will be received, and then it will be connected to gateway 2. For connecting the sensor module with the network module, we will be using gateway 1, and the network module and the application module, we will be using gateway 2. So in this gateway 2, if you see, we will have a physician app which the doctors use. And then here also we can have a guardian app. So for example, in a family, a patient is admitted, then automatically their son or daughter can monitor, wife can monitor the husband's health information, and husband can monitor wife's information, and the son and daughter, any relatives or any X or Y or Z. So we are using Guardian. So Guardian app will be available. Whatever data related which is shared with the doctor will be shared with that can be viewed by also the family members. Then the health worker, he will be connecting. All these will be connected to the web portal through the web server also. Wherever any clarification is required, because a single doctor cannot handle multiple complications. If there is any need for a doctor to connect with some other doctor, that can be done through web portal services. So this is the model architecture diagram for remote patient monitoring system. So components in patient monitoring systems are sensing module. We will be having sensors, actuators, laptops, smartphones, Bluetooth. These are the hardware components which are used. Network module uses AI, machine learning models, services, IoT gateways. And application module uses applications, app, visualizations, apps for services, and web service. So in this, whatever data which is collected by using the devices, it is given for data aggregation and pre-processing. There we will be using IoT, Internet of Things is used for collecting the data and integrating it. But there is no use of only collecting the data and integrating it. We have to process it and we have to analyze it, whether any emergency is required, any disease is predicted. All these are required. For that, we need A, that is artificial intelligence, machine learning models, deep learning models. So it depends on case to case, what type of application we need. Based on that, we will be using machine learning models and deep learning models for analyzing and predicting the data. So before that, giving to that machine learning and deep learning, we will be using a process called as pre-processing. So data aggregation and pre-processing is the next step once the data is collected from the device. Then data storage. So we will be storing either in web server or in a cloud surface. And then we will be analyzing the data. Based on the analysis, we will be giving the suggestions. Coming to the devices, so there are two types of devices. One is core device, that is sensor, and core sensors, that is Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. That sensor devices will be connected to this wireless devices, and then connection gateways, cloud, remote single, and smart devices. These are the important devices which are used for healthcare monitoring system. Now, only IoT in healthcare cannot be fulfilled. So nowadays, the technology is towards AI. Wherever you turn around, they speak about artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, everything. So how that AI can be embedded with IoT in healthcare. That is AI-driven IoT systems in healthcare. So I will touch upon what is the purpose, why we are going for machine learning models and deep learning models for and computer vision for this IoT applications. So in this, if you see, a top tier health facility recently implemented a AI-driven IoT systems for cardiac monitoring, representing a significant breakthrough in patient care. If you see nowadays, cardiac arrest and heart attacks are coming to the frequently to youngsters. Those who are 30 plus also, they are getting cardiac arrest and heart attacks. So due to this pressurized environment, due to the stress level in the working environment, and unable to handle that work-life balance is missing. All these, there are n number of reasons for getting this type of disease, which will come within a second. We would have not expected that we will be getting such diseases. In such cases, this AI-driven IoT system plays a vital role in monitoring this type of diseases or this type of health issues. Equipped with IoT devices, patients have become active participants in their health management. This technology enables early detection of potential cardiac risk, leading to the substantial reduction in emergency hospitalization. Once a person is getting cardiac attack, automatically we will be taking that the patient should be taken to the hospital within 10 minutes. But it depends on the location and remote places where we stay. So for that, these kind of IoT driven AI-driven IoT devices will be helpful for early detection of these type of health issues. So the implementation of AI-driven IoT systems in healthcare not only marks a stride in patient care, but also it offers significant economical benefits. By enabling early detection of health issues, this system can reduce the need for expensive emergency treatments and long-term hospitalizations. So nowadays, if we are entering into the hospital itself with a heart attack or cardiac arrest, if you are going, they will be immediately telling us to pay. They will be taking the patient to the ICUs and they will be asking us to pay immediately, pay 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, etc. So such things can also be avoided when we implement this AI-driven IoT systems. So AI in medical imaging, so it is enhancing accuracy, efficiency of medical image analysis. Nowadays, for any disease, doctors advise to take CT scans and MRI scans. So with that images, the analysis can be done by using deep learning models, which enhances the accuracy and efficiency in what level the disease is, whether it is in the early stage or middle stage or moderate stage or in the critical stage. All these things can be analyzed with the medical images. So detecting early signs of diseases is possible when you are analyzing by using this deep AI-based models. And improving patients' outcome, challenges in implementing AI in medical imaging. Predictive analytics in healthcare, that is utilizing AI to predict the disease outbreaks, identifying high-risk patients and prioritizing interventions, optimizing resource allocations in healthcare, ethical consideration in predictive analysis. So you can predict, okay, you will, if this is the, by seeing a CT scan, for example, if you have a liver problem, it will, we can say by using this model, if we are analyzing it, and we can say you will be getting this type of disease if you are not addressing it immediately. So all these things, and moreover, it should be, whenever you do the predictive analysis, it should be ethical. Just like that, you can't say your liver will be affected, it will be getting damaged, kidney will be getting damaged. Just like that, you can't tell in the health related things. You should be very conscious and very precaution before revealing any things to the patients. So when we are connecting these two things, that is Internet of Things and AI, what IoT plays, what role AI plays? The Internet of Things plays a role of connectivity and data gathering. As I told, when we go for analysis using AI model, machine learning model, deep learning model, everything, everywhere we run behind the data. The main challenge in implementing this AI model, machine learning model, and deep learning model in healthcare is due to unavailability of data. Wherever we go, because data, the security is important. The doctors and hospitals should support the researchers to give the confidential data so that these kind of models can be easily implemented and we can be able to predict the disease and we can able to give whatever information the doctors need. So in that case, so connectivity and data gathering is a challenge which is being faced that can be rectified using Internet of Things. So for connectivity and data gathering, we need network of devices that we have already seen and embedded sensors. Particularly in healthcare, we need sensors to detect the changes in the environment, that is temperature, pressure, humidity, psychological metrics like heart rate, depression level, what is our mood, whether we are in a good mood, bad mood, or any stressful mood, anything we can monitor. And then data exchange is important. The real power of IoT lies in continuous exchange and aggregation of data. Then application in healthcare. The healthcare industry has started harnessing the power of IoT in numerous ways. Coming to artificial intelligence. What is a positive in artificial intelligence is the power of machine cognition. AI provides the capability to process, analyze, and derive meaningful insights from the data. Whatever data which is collected from the IoT devices, if we are giving to the machine, automatically it will process it, it will analyze it, and it will give the meaningful informations about the patient from the data which has been gathered. That is mimicking the human intelligence, that is artificial intelligence. AI is essentially a set of algorithms designed to replicate the human cognitive functions. The functions may include our ability to learn from experience, understand language, recognize the patterns, and make informed decisions. Coming to the machine learning, a critical subset of AI is machine learning. Instead of being explicitly programmed, machine learning models will improve and evolve by continuously processing the new data. So if we have a data, we will be splitting. First, we will be doing the pre-processing techniques, and we will be splitting that into two types. One is training data and testing data. So for example, if we have a 6,000 data, we will be classifying into 80% we will be using for training our model, and 20% we will be using for testing our model. So by using that, dividing the training model and testing model, and then we will be giving to the machine, we will be applying to the machine learning algorithms, and based on that, we will be training our model. And if you give any new data to that particular model, automatically it will give the accurate results. So the accuracy can be improved. So there are two types of machine learning models, as you all are hopefully, I think you all know. That is, one is classification, another one is regression. Coming to the classification, it will say whether you have the disease or not, whether you have any kidney disease or not. That's all. It will tell yes or no. That's all. But if you want to know the level, at what level the disease is, whether it is in the starting stage, early stage, middle stage, moderate stage, or extreme stage, that can be.
Bharath, mute.
Hello. Such data, such informations can be gathered from the regression model. So we have two types of classification in machine learning. One is classification model, another one is regression model. Under classification, we have n number of algorithms, and regression, regression machine learning models, we have n number of algorithms. Coming to the neural network, that is mainly neural network means we go with deep learning models inspired by the human brain. Neural network, which form the basis for deep learning, which use an intricate algorithm designed to recognize pattern and classify the data. They play a significant role in image and speech recognition. Wherever the medical images, all these things, whenever we have normal data, if you gather the data of temperature, pressure, other things, we can go with machine learning models. Whenever the data is of image type or speech recognition type, we go with deep learning models. Again, there also we have algorithms like CNN and RNN, convolutional neural network, and RNN. And then we have NLP, computer visions. NLP, natural language processing, is used for speech recognitions, and it will process the speech and it will detect what we are telling, and accordingly it will act. Then implementation in healthcare. In the realm of healthcare, AI has started showing its potential in various dimensions. That AI algorithms can analyze the medical imaging with the prediction helping radiologists identify abnormalities. Moreover, with the predictive analysis, AI can forecast the potential health risk, enabling early interventions. By using the predictive analytics also, the AI can tell what health risk you will be getting in due course. So such things can also be done by using predictive analysis. But whenever AI-driven IoT systems in healthcare, we have challenges and also the road ahead. When we have a combination of IoT and AI, it's not without challenge. If yes, there is a vast open area for researchers to concentrate on these two, embedding these two, IoT and AI. Because as I already told, most of the researchers who are well versed in machine learning, deep learning, and AI, they are very much lagging due to unavailability of the data. Again, if you go with IoT, the data has been can be taken, but the availability, that authenticity of data, it should be got from the authenticated person. The data security is important. That's why the hospitals are very scared to give the data of the patients to the researchers. So these challenges mainly we face. That is the main gap between the real-time implementation, and mainly in our India, we are facing this challenge. The real-time implementation, and we are developing various categories of machine learning model and deep learning model, but unavailability of data is a very big question mark. So there, as a researcher and who try to solve a real-time problem, we are lagging. So the concern related to the data privacy and the potential for technology mishaps and the need for standardized protocols are valid and need addressing. So ensure all these technologies are accessible to all. With the ongoing research and the developments, the future of AI for healthcare IoT looks bright. All these technologies continues to mature and integrate, making it more patient-centric, efficient, and proactive. Coming to the synergy of IoT and AI, IoT provides the mechanism to gather vast amount of real-time data. AI process and analyze this information, converting it into actionable insights. Among the vast data which is collected, it will pre-process it and it will select a certain amount of data. With that, it will be analyzing it and then it will convert that into actionable insights. So in healthcare, this synergy translates into enhanced patient monitoring, early detection of potential health issues, and customized care pathways. Unparalleled synergy of IoT and AI in healthcare is the fusion of IoT and AI in healthcare is more than just a technology marvel. It's a beacon of hope for enhanced patient care. By allowing for real-time data collection and analysis, this combination promises to revolutionize the patient monitoring, treatment customization, and healthcare operations. Certain use cases for machine learning for healthcare are disease outbreak prediction, patient behavior modification, virtual nursing, medical imaging, accurate diagnostic and identifying high-risk patients, robot-assisted surgeries, drug discoveries, hospital management optimization, and health insurance. So these are the various use cases which are available for machine learning for healthcare. If you are trying to do your research, you can go with a combination of IoT and machine learning in healthcare. There are n number of issues to be addressed. Machine learning challenges in healthcare are lack of data, bias, lack of strategies, and limited in-house expertise. Some of the companies which uses the machine learning in healthcare are they are implementing machine learning in healthcare: Microsoft, Tempus, Tebra, Path AI, Sycos, Instero, bioschematics, subtle medical, beta bionics, and Pfizer. So these are the latest companies which are trying to embed this IoT and AI model, that is AI driven IoT system for healthcare. Coming to IoT enabled deep learning in healthcare, the computing capability of deep learning model can enable fast, accurate, and efficient operation in the patient care, R&D, and insurance. Nowadays, again, advanced technology, most of the people are talking is generative AI. Computer vision, natural language processing, reinforcement learning are the most commonly used deep learning technique in healthcare. So these are the common technology which are emerging technology which are used in healthcare. So first, deep learning healthcare system, if you take, first and foremost thing is digital knowledge base, that is patient demography, personal and clinical data, past clinical decisions and outcomes, all these data to be added and the outcome to the knowledge base. First, you have to store all these data. Second thing is artificial intelligence analysis. That is, whatever data, with all the data, we have to do pre-processing technique. Harmonization and pre-processing is the second level of deep learning healthcare system, where a computer-aided diagnosis and treatment selection will be done. A model will be created and a deep analysis will be done. And then synthesize results for recommendation. That is, clinical decision support will be taken. Whatever decision given by the compute model and the clinical expert, whether it is matching or there is any mismatch, that also should be monitored. That is the third level. Discussion of recommendations between patients and clinicians. Clinical decisions. So by comparing both the things, final decision can be taken. Some of the use cases for deep learning for healthcare, that is AI tumor detection, hospital hygiene inspection, deep learning in medical imaging, cancer detection with computer vision, intelligent medical training, disease and infection prevention, vital sign and health monitoring, medical AI diagnosis, rapid disease early detection, home-based patient rehabilitation, health lean management, AI surgical guidance system, track chronic conditions, AI vision for people with impairments, personalized treatment for patients, AI medication management, patient identification, automating cell counting, detecting tissues structure changes. All these are some of the research areas to be addressed in deep learning for healthcare. So there are vast areas which are to be addressed by the researchers. Finally, coming to the healthcare applications. So applications of IoT in healthcare are mainly research, patient caring, medical information distribution, emergency situations, glucose monitoring, remote patient monitoring, intelligible sensors, and robotic sensors. Robotic sensors are used in the surgeries. Ingestible sensors are mainly if you have any gas problem, indigestive problem, these sensors will detect such diseases and it will inform. Health rate monitoring system, connected contact lens, which is introduced by the Google, connected inhalers, and depression and mood monitoring sensors. So there are sensors which is available for detecting how many steps have you walked today. It's as simple, it is a wearable device. If you connect in your hand, then it will count how many foods you are walked today. Finally, end of the day, you can see, okay, this many we have. Then, how well do I sleep? So you can monitor daily how you are slept. the time asleep over a past 30 days in hours. Uh, Time awoken over a past 30 days. When I slept, when I woke up, and what is my health, why I'm not getting any deep sleep, how many hours I have slept. All these metrics can also be found. There is a device which is Fitbit Flux. It is also a wearable device which monitor our sleep. I want to know more about myself means IoT helps you for life logging. That is where you are going, where you have interacted with, how long you have spoken to your friends, the affinity of connections, how long it takes to get to work, the tone of your messages, the amount of you text, tweet, or update. All these we will be using natural language processing. How much exercises you are getting and how much you get distracted, all the what is the time you work, what is the time you spent in your WhatsApp messages, Facebook, or social medias, everything can be monitored. So there are devices for monitoring these things also. So IoT for elderly with a built-in accelerometer that automatically detects falls, medication reminder with a GPS which allows an emergency operator to locate and provide directions to the individuals. And happy folk, that is, it is an electronic fork that helps you to monitor, that track you eating habits. It also alerts you with the help of an indicator, light and gentle vibrations when you are eating too fast. What is a whether you are eating slowly, whether you are eating fastly, everything it will give an alert. And my whistle cup, it can hold 13 ounces of liquid. The battery takes 16 minutes to fully charge and will last for 5 to 7 days. Also, it has wire-free charging. So how much milk you have taken, how much healthy drink you have taken, all these can be monitored by using this cup. A beam brush is connected toothbrush that engages users with their daily hygiene routine. So what is the hygiene you are maintaining? Everything can be monitored by using smart toothbrush. And we have smart egg trays. The beam brush is connected to the toothbrush that engages users with a daily hygiene routine. There are the smart egg trace also, which tells what is a protein level that you can use. And major advantages of coming to the last topic, that is major advantages of IoT in healthcare: cost reduction, improved treatment, faster disease diagnosis, proactive treatments, drugs and equipment management, error reductions. Challenges in IoT are IoT-enabled connected devices capture huge amount of data, including sensitive information, giving rise to the data security. Data security is a important task which to be concentrated in IoT in healthcare. Implementing apt security measures is crucial. IoT explores new dimension of patient care through real-time health monitoring and access to the patient health data. That is also a challenge. So now, as a summary, we have seen what is IoT, why do we need IoT in healthcare, and what is AI-driven IoT systems in healthcare. And we have seen about machine learning models, deep learning models, and different use cases and applications of healthcare, advantages of IoT in healthcare, and challenges of IoT in healthcare. So whatever we have seen in related to IoT is only the tip of an iceberg, and it is IoT means it is like an iceberg. Still, we need to learn more. So whatever which I have given in today's lecture, that is only a tip of an iceberg. So these are some of the references which I have used. If you think that internet has changed your life, think again. The Internet of Things is about to change it all over again. Thank you. Any queries or feedbacks?
Ma'am, it's an excellent session, ma'am. I am the coordinator of the event, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, do you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Yeah, excellent session, ma'am. So far, watching 8 chief guests, ma'am, it's totally
Okay.
different from their presentation, ma'am. Thank you so
Okay.
much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for your valuable time too, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like
Thank you.
to extend our heartfelt thanks for gracing us with your presence today. Your insights and contribution have been both enlightening and inspiring. Who deeply appreciate the time and the effort you have dedicated to sharing your expertise with us. Thank you once again for your invaluable presence and remarkable contributions, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again
Thank
for
you.
providing me this opportunity. Thank you. Any other questions
Thank you,
from
ma'am.
audience? So those who are willing to do research, you have a vast area. This is a vast area where n number of research topics can be addressed. Any audience? Okay, thank you. I don't
Hello,
want to
ma'am.
take.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes,
I
sir.
want
Yes,
to
sir.
ask one question, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, can you have given that tips as new research ideas can be revealed when you are going in medical field, right? In IoT.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you give any example? What kind of research we can do on that?
Sir, if you take nowadays the small children, malnutrition is one of the challenging thing due to our food habits. And now those days, the childbirth, they were very healthy.
Okay.
But nowadays it has been challenging, and due to deficiency of nutritions, the children are affected. Most of the children are affected with malnutrition diseases. So if you have an exact data, you can collect from the pediatricians exact data. You can use various machine learning models for that. That is one among the things you can do. Next is obesity. Obesity is another important because all these area which I have worked, and I have published papers related to that: malnutrition, obesity, and most of the women's are facing calcium deficiency disease, that is rheumatoid arthritis. Above, when they are reaching at the age of 40, they are getting their leg pain. In the bone joints, they are getting that pains. Actually, that is rheumatoid arthritis due to calcium deficiency. So that kind of how they can predict in early stage, how it can be avoided by good health food habits, all these things, that research area can also be addressed. Again, that kidney related disease can also be addressed. So like this, there are n number of health issues, if you see. And for women's,
Should we use our IoT application in taking
yes,
food?
yes,
when we are
yes,
taking food or-
data collection,
collection.
that
Okay.
can be done.
Okay,
That
ma'am. Thank you.
malnutrition and all we can collect in whoever the children who are in NICU unit. So from the sensors we can collect their data, and we can, that we need a cooperation from the doctors and medical hospitals. That is in challenges we are facing.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice presentation, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I feel happy if any audience is giving any feedbacks. Whether my
Ma'am, your
presentation was
session is
very
very nice,
boring.
ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am, your session is very nice.
thank you.
Ma'am, what is the use of actuators, ma'am? You have
That is,
mentioned sensors and
yes, ma'am.
actuators.
Yes. Actually, while in case of any emergency, a patient is affected, oxygen level is reducing. They need that oxygen cylinders immediately. Means that actuators in a robots, actuators can be fixed and they can take it immediately and come to the current location. For that purpose, we need actuators. Because in certain locations, we will be placing that fire extinguishers and oxygen cylinders. So for moving one device to the another location, these actuators are useful.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Hospital management system, it can be used.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, madam.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, is there any other special devices is used for this technique, ma'am?
Which technique, ma'am?
This IoT with AI, ma'am, in medical field, ma'am. Other than sensor actuator.
Oh, no. Wearable device, by using that wearable device, we can link with the application, mobile application, and we can take the data.
Okay, ma'am.
And we can,
Okay, ma'am.
if a scholar is there or we are a scholar, we have to first concentrate on collecting the data. That is important.
Collecting the data. Okay, ma'am.
Whatever
Okay, ma'am.
data which is available in Kaggle or any other thing, we can
Yes,
at least try to collect 100 more data, real-time data. We
Yes.
can add with
Real
that
time.
our Kaggle data and we can do our research.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
So thank you so much for the interactions and yes, any other person? Any other person want to ask anything? Hari Subramanian sir have raised his hand. You can put your query in chat box so that I can answer, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much once again for providing this opportunity for me to deliver the session on IoT in healthcare. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, participants. Thank you, Arulmoli ma'am, and other all. Thank you, student Bharath, third year IT, and Ritika Sri from third year EC. Thank you, everyone. So we meet on afternoon session. Thank you. So once again, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. So thank you all participants. Bharath? Bharath, are you here? Ritika Sri?
Yeah, audible, sir.
Okay. Okay, Bharat. We meet on afternoon session. So kindly log in on 1:45 p.m.
Okay, sir, definitely.
Okay. Convey to Ritika Sri.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Arulmoli ma'am. I welcome to our afternoon session also.
Thank you,
So
sir.
thank
Yes, sir. Better
thank
to
you, ma'am.
kindly arrange these kind of FTP in future, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. We will do, ma'am. We will do in future. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Afternoon. Sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Of course. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to afternoon session. Thank you all participants. Thank you, Bharat, Ritika Sri. We meet on afternoon 1:45 p.m. Thank you so much.